and I.
Here we be. Hey, Slick. This won't be very long, but figured I'd do something to get my day started.
I tell you, things have been tense since the Jumonville affair. I agree.
So went ahead and cleared out New York. Got one gang hideout left to do, so we'll do that. So in New York, because the assassins run the place, there are stalkers hunting you constantly. If you get close to them, they try to run up and stab you, and there's one right now in the open. They can be in hiding places and on top of roofs. Just gonna go ahead and deal with her. They're always female too, which means they work for Hope. They do a lot of damage, so you really don't want to get hit by them.
Work is getting scarce, boss.
If the assassin leader in there detects you, he runs away. You gotta catch him really fast. She's in that bush up there. I know it, yeah. Nice try. Saw that coming a mile away.
Get John!
Hey man, the civilians don't need to care, it's the Animus. I'm having some climbing difficulty right now. Apparently the assassin leader just got himself into a fight with 2 redcoats. Or, actually... Yeah, I think that's the leader, yeah. Could be a scout, though.
I have him in my sights. I have him.
You can't use darts on the gang leader. He's immune to that stuff. Makes him oh yeah, there he goes. He'll be back though. He just runs off and hides and breaks line of sight. You can find him again though.
I have him in my sights.
Yep, there he goes.
Assist me in my retreat. Hey, hold!
Spread the flames, I always say.
Hold there!
You shall perish!
I don't need the reward anyway. Look how much money I have. Hate psychic.
Here he is! Catch that hooligan! That's a grenade! I have a clear shot! Don't get your hopes up. I'll keep up with you.
Buildings.
Stop moving for the love of God! Time to die.
You run interference. I'll regroup our forces. If only he could stand still for a second!
Cool, the button didn't work. You're not exactly targeting him.
Let him think he's losing. He's the surprise soon enough. Keep running. Told you we'd find him again. Keep running. You fight him while I run away. Don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away. Find him again. So close this time. You
flames.
Resistance is not in your best interest. Desist.
I keep pressing space to break his defense and nothing's happening. So I'm just gonna have to assassinate him. Ah, shit.
I'll regroup our forces. Don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away. Find him again. Told you we find him again. Keep running.
I do like his dialogue though. Hey, Super Shocker. This isn't Robokai or Cool Guy though. It's Loon. I I also am part of the account.
Ready to take
These
him
guards
down in
just
my retreat.
respawn.
Resistance is not in your best interest. Desist.
You are a constant disappointment. Keep getting away. Must I do everything here?
You gotta treat this game like, oh, what was it? Middle Earth, Shadow of War. In that game, I say Assassin's Creed is an adventure game, not really much of anything else. And there's a reason I say that. But you also have to understand that the way they make the... After AC 1 to 3, well, after AC 1 to 2, that changed in AC 3, the way they started making it quote-unquote harder was just what abilities does the player have and how can we take them away? Like, how can we take them away and use that as a way to make the combat different? And what they did in Middle-earth Shadow of War was giving enemies buku amounts of resistances to pretty much everything the player could use, which was a terrible way of doing it. I really do not like Middle-earth Shadow of War on that angle, because then you run into enemies that are just immune to pretty much every skill you have, and you don't ever get new skills, you get modifiers to your skills. We're gonna collect all these collectibles and move on in the story. At least that's the idea. In Assassin's Creed, they pretty much did the same thing way before Middle-earth did. And it's not so egregious here, but sometimes you run, like, they basically hack together how you engage enemies. It's like, sometimes enemies can't be countered, and the combat is pretty jank in AC3 and into Black Flag, honestly. But in but in Middle-earth, you constantly, at the end game, run into enemies who are just immune to freezing, immune to stun, constantly enraged, which makes them immune to even more things. And then they also just one-hit kill you while they're enraged. Middle-earth was just a mess. Fun game, but it not well put together, if you ask me. Just by virtue of, oh, it's immune to range, so that cuts out... I mean, in Middle-earth you have stealth, ranged, and melee combat, and they can be immune to melee, ranged, and stealth, and they can be immune to any number of those things at once, and a number of other smaller things in between. You just don't have options in that game, whereas you have plenty of options in this game. I could just Indiana Jones it and shoot that guy in the head, and that solves all my problems. Oh, hey, somebody did Indiana Jones commented on that, yeah. It's just like, you know what, screw the sword fight. I have a pistol. Hey, book thief. I think the most absurd enemies in Middle-earth were just pretty much everyone who could enrage on the spot, which is such a mega buff. It's unbelievable that it was like it's unbelievable that something like that was allowed to happen.
That's the way.
They become functionally invincible, and they can't be stunned at all. They can't be hit stunned. Like, you can't do anything to them. And then there's guys who enrage if you did something specific in combat, which was fine.
Help us rebuild this fine city.
But enraging all the time while also being immune. If an enemy is immune to melee, that is just horseshit. Because that's where most of your damage comes from. Oh god, windmills. These were hell to climb in AC 4 and 3. Oh yeah, enrage. One of the things that actually like enrages me, point of fact about enraged enemies in Middle-earth, is when they're doing that, they will moonwalk slide like 20 feet every time they attack just to be in range to hit you. It's so arbitrarily overpowering to them. Ow. Too bad I didn't get to grab that. You can't. Unlike in AC2, you can't reach out and grab things while you're in midair, which is a huge downside to AC3 style of free running. Being able to jump and grab in any direction, like at will, that was so important to those games, just because, you know, you fall a lot. But then they just outright remove fall damage in AC Odyssey, so there you go. Okay.
Our efforts are being stymied by the French.
I heard it said that they acquired copies of our war plan.
Soccer and fun site. It was Rogue's the last one of the AC3 to AC4 going on. So after this game, they made Syndicate. So it's as good as it gets when it comes to this style of game. Oh, that was easy.
Please look at it.
Yep. Need that money. Oh, there's a chest over here. Yeah, I got a throwing knife.
Keep your brown vest on your shoulder while
You can only get one in these games, in AC3, AC4. Because you have to steal it from one of the fast guards, because they carry daggers. And you only get one, and it's a silent one-hit kill. I don't have any materials to do renovations, so it's time to do some main quests and push things forward so I can get my shit back. Got all this money from looting New York. Yeah, throwing knife is really good in this game.
Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool.
I should be able to...
But thanks.
I should be louder than my last stream, so hopefully you're hearing me a lot better.
I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Christopher Gist, and he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
Will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
This guy's really polite. Like, he's very formal and very direct.
Do you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the old fort.
Oh, 'twould be a shame
Got
to miss
firecracker
that.
darts now. This would probably have helped me clear out their other gang strongholds, but that's fine. I do things the hard way every time. Because I hate myself, apparently. Oh, that doesn't really help me. Oh, this was the way in over here. Okay, this seems like...
Oi, hold! Not him sighted.
Uh-oh.
I have a good line on him. No! I've got a shot.
I love that homing in.
You there!
Oops.
Don't get your hopes up. I'll keep up with you. I have him in my sights.
Let him hide!
Go to hell, the lot.
Keep pushing! Try running off now!
Christopher Guest. I'm Shay Cormac.
Charge. But what are you doing here, if you don't mind me asking?
The Colonel sent me.
Hey, watch this. Oh yeah, executed. Oh. I keep forgetting I've got rope darts too.
Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
Well, I was looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
Morgan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Oh, wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Nice. I appreciate
Keep
like
your
that.
wits
cutscene.
about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter. Tell you what, I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste.
Here's the tutorial they give you about stalkers. Yeah, pretty easy though. Nice try. Oop. Psychic guards. They all wear they all look the same. They wear the same outfits, so. I don't know why they react to firecrackers though. I'll take that. She's gonna be in the haystack. I know it. This whole stalker thing is actually from the
I have a shot. Ready to
oh,
fire.
sorry, I got distracted. It's from the multiplayer segment that they have been doing since AC2 Brotherhood. And yeah, like in that game, it's very odd. You get a target, but someone's targeting you, so it's this three-way battle between, or two-way battle between people trying to kill each other and people who aren't trying to kill each other. And you have to hunt your target while also simultaneously being hunted, and that meter's how you tell that someone's near. So they just kind of like repurposed it a bit for single player. Right in the face. Look at that blood. Oh, I got it back. Never mind. Still missing a stalker. Just gotta kind of wander around till you hear the whispers.
Help me, God!
I think it works great here. Where's the knife? Oh shit. Got it. Right. I think it works great here just because it keeps you on your toes constantly, and it really makes you feel like you're hunting down assassins. Also, Syndicate. No, Syndicate's not the place to start. Syndicate was the last AC game before Origins and Odyssey reinvented the whole series. Syndicate is based on Unity a little bit.
She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shane, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
Nice.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid!
What service can I provide?
I have no resources at all. Need to go pirating.
Later then.
I don't have much time, so I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is just go out and blow stuff up.
Captain's helm! The Colonel waits in Albany. I wonder what he has in mind for us to do next.
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe. Not sign me up for the army.
Not at all, Shane. But I admire the Colonel's ideas and want to make them happen.
What kind of ideas?
Sorry, I gotta put that conversation on hold for a second. Oh, I hate these towers. I hope I didn't just... Oh, he could do that. Hard to call this place Uncharted when it has tower and signs of human presence.
Loose and trim too. Get them aloft. Scouts on sail.
We're heading hard for land, sir!
Very tight corridors here. Probably should have just gone to the Atlantic if I wanted to fight. That's what I'm looking for.
Reef it all tops.
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!
They're too closer! Brace!
Explosive shot the slower.
We got it!
No souls but made. Give me some speed. Douse the royals and talk. Fire!
They're too closer! Brace!
Bring them in!
Oh, they make that so easy. You could really only get, in AC4, you could only really get away with not boarding the ship if you shot everybody. If you shot like multiple people in one shot with the schooner, on a schooner, yeah.
Unfurl, mates! Let's move!
You don't add regular ships to your fleet either. You get privateers to go after you first.
Fire!
There we go. That's
Fire! Ease off the wind!
All sails loose and stays tight.
Grappling hooks away!
They made everything so convenient in this game. You get so much money for salvaging too. It's a dinghy. I mean, I did. I used Kenway's fleet just because I had to get achievements and get 100%. I think a little bit too thrifty there.
Let out some sail! Right! Short sail! Get off the squall! Fire! Right to the flank! Bounty hunters! Douse the gun!
Yeah, assassins.
Fire!
More coming, sir.
Your mark, Captain! Fire! Fire!
What's your course, Captain?
Blues up! Engine sticks! Fire! Fire! That's our sword with made!
That's their wing
Fire! Reef in all tops! Fire!
Closely watched by our enemies.
Get the maids free! Studs out! Let's get...
Another song.
Quite a win, Captain.
Ease off the wind! Loose and catch the wind! Fire! Fire! Ready! Fire!
Incoming ship! All hands ready,
Fire!
Captain!
Brace!
Incoming fire!
Fire! Fire! Douse the royals and
They're
top!
firing a volley!
Fire!
Put a shot through her there.
Maids out! Let's go! Fire! Pull them in with the wind!
Spawn camping. Oh, in case you're wondering, when it comes to the ship's health bar, as long as you don't lose the health bar at like one of your 3 health bars, it will regenerate over time. Repairing is only good if you've lost one of your bars. And knowing when to repair in the middle of a big fight is important. That's why you gotta leave ships alive. That way you can board them and put pause to the fight while you get that one back.
You'll rue the day you crossed us. Drag them down. Bother about it.
Some wind! Top Scarlet's Royal
Let us
Studs!
check out the Morrigan and new finery.
Unfurled mains! Let's move!
New sails! Let's catch the wind! We must take care. These waters are well guarded, sir. I think we have lost them, sir.
We'll be crushed on the rock short and sail! Get off the squall! Loose and catch the wind! Make them rue the day they crossed us!
Ours! All ours!
Everybody has very, very polite rules of engagement when it comes to privateering. Hold on, they're salvaging the ship. We must not shoot our cannons yet.
Loose and trim too!
Fire!
Fire!
Waiting orders, sir!
Fire!
Shoot there, sir!
Fire!
Enemy heading for us, sir! It's a brig!
Fire! 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 Fire!
It's that time!
Fire quickly,
Get
sir!
the yards
Do not
off the
underestimate them!
Fire! On in the stunsail!
Ready for a crash, sir!
Feed them in!
Well, Strife, you say that, but I once read that they changed AC3's original ending. The entire idea was that Desmond wouldn't die and instead become so screwed up by his time in the Animus that he would know how to enter every precursor temple
Give me some speed!
innately.
With what we've taken,
Which
we can
they
improve the ship
all the
faster.
real world parkour segments from AC2 to Brotherhood to Revelation, well, not Revelations, but those were preparing you for real life parkour with AC mechanics, but then they just kind of changed that at the last second.
Fire! Fire! Douse the gallants and boys! Fire!
Cannon ready!
Fire! 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 Douse all but mains! Fire!
Slow on the draw there.
Blues up! These are sticks!
I might not be ready for 3-1 levels.
Out some sail!
We got a captain!
No, don't ever inch of sail! Ease off the wind! Fire! Fire! Sweep the topsails and gallants!
Oh, that guy's got a lot of wood. That's what she said. Oh, yeah.
Mates out! Let's go! All down! All down!
Two brigs by the looks of it. Okay, good. If it was a frigate, I'd be in trouble. It was a little bit harder than this in 4, that's for sure.
Douse the royals and tops! Fire!
Ready to fire, sir!
Short and sail! Get off the squall! Fire!
Enemies firing!
Brace for impact!
Mind the rigging! French ship!
Fire!
That's
Trim the yards off
healing
the
point.
wind!
That guy's got a lot of HP though. This could be bad for me.
All in the stunsail! Fire!
Oh, I'm not even doing any damage to him.
Fire, mates! Let's move! Blew up!
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'll give it the old college try.
The enemy controls these waters closely, Captain. Ready, Captain!
Okay, mate, your piece we got! We got
Douse the gallant! Get the mates into the wind! Fire!
Easy play for us, Captain!
Fire! Fire! Off the wind! Fire!
enemies firing! Square, sir! Right! We're going to hit!
Squall, pick it up, Dan!
Oh, hey, what's
We'll
up?
send you straight down to hell!
Gallants, royal studs!
He gets in the way of that guy, so that's good.
Short and sail! Get off the squawk!
Taking a hit, sir!
Gunboat, dude, go away.
Careful, Captain. Fire so many volleys.
Did I just sink the? Yeah, I did. God damn it. Oh well, this guy showed up. So.
If you try to drop burning oil as I can.
Fire! Blues up! Laser sticks! Some wood! Reef the topsails and gallants! More sail! All sail!
Go fire! Right there, sir!
All in the stunsail! The yards off the wind! Fire! Fire!
We got her, Captain! Watch her burn!
Explosive shots to slow that brig.
Fire!
We'll tear on the splinter.
Yeah.
Ease off the
Burning oil does some bad stuff to those ships too. I didn't even lose my health bar. I think it actually stuns them even more. I don't know. It's really good though. It's constant damage over time, and it slows them.
Short and sail! Get off the squall!
Let's get this.
Grappling hooks away!
Oh, this one's actually got requirements. That's how you know it's a serious ship. There you go. Look at all those resources. We'll send this one to the fleet because these ships actually are better than regular ships. The privateer, the bounty hunter ones.
Let out some sail!
They're way better. What are you doing, dude? Up, up.
Your life's at an end.
What's this guy got?
Mates
Oh,
out!
let's see.
Let's go!
I don't know who we're boarding, but you see what I mean? I haven't even left this one Gulf area here. They just keep sending ships in to fight you. That's how easy it is to get distracted in this game. Well, in Black Flag 2.
Give me some speed! Fire! Nice loose and trip too!
That's got them! Here they come!
These are sticks! You'll bruise the cake!
Get those resources so I can upgrade mine. I haven't even looked at how much money I have. I salvaged like 10 ships so far. 66.
Loose and catch the wind! Loose all
Let's
and
go ahead and
trip
take
shot
that.
to the wind!
More sail! Give me more sail! Hey! We'll heave him up.
No, no, not that one. No.
Ships may come and ships will anchors on board and
There we go. That's what I like. Excuse me.
Reef the topsails and gallants! As much sail as you can! Douse the royals and tops!
anchor away!
In good health, I see.
Yeah, thanks to the captain here.
Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
I guess we don't need to be here yet. I'll just do it off screen or something. Come on, Shay, you can do it.
Captain!
What sort of business are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one.
Full sail!
Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies.
They intend to undermine local authorities.
This probably.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times
Strike.
the price.
Does this answer your question?
It's always the little fella who gets skinned.
Where am I going? Oh.
Carlo, you and Gist here seem inspired. Is there something in the water? Or in the whiskey?
Now, why do you say that, Master Cormac?
I think Shay here is skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand.
Oh, that's a mine.
There is no need. I simply hope
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end, not an end in and of itself.
Says you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards. Anchor away!
This was in Black Flag as well. Raiding plantations and stealing resources, which was actually very, very useful because they gave you a lot. Although they were typically out of the way. It was just way better to just go around blowing up other ships, honestly. And by the time I bothered to come around and raid plantations, I just shot down so many enemies. That was way more addicting than this. I think I played Black Flag for like 18 hours straight when I first got it. And all I did was just get to the point where I could shoot enemy ships down. That's not where I need to be. Hey, B-Man. Capital B-Man. Don't want to have any problems with that. Well, ragdolls. There's the key holder.
Saint-Marc, va rejoindre votre Andé. Take your hold in the thing while you
Gotcha.
Je crois que je peux l'atteindre.
Oh, that's good.
Ne me tuez pas. Tu crois qu'on me tue maintenant?
Ah, didn't do that.
Vous allez vous calmer, oui. Faut qu'on trouve le responsable. Tu crois que tu peux nous sauver?
Trying to get up here. There we go. Thread the needle there, sort of.
Reviens ici.
Now that was stealth right there. I think you get even more loot if you don't get detected. No, wait, no, I think that was just, like, I don't remember. They didn't really say anything about it, so I'm gonna assume no. What is this? How do I get over there? Is that box up there? Oh, it must be. Or no, it's down here.
Hey, là-bas, halte. Je crois que je peux l'atteindre. Toi, halte.
I don't want to be around a guy who's berserk. That's bad news for everyone.
Arrête-toi. Oui, toi. Je vais en viser. On ne te laissera pas filer.
It's over there.
Laissez-moi tranquille. Je ne suis pas un soldat.
Oh, pounced by a wolf. What is that? Oh, I gotta fucking switch my friggin' hotkeys around. I'm just gonna get killed by a wolf every time. The fuck button was that? Was that my mouse 4 button? I was pressing it. How can they do that to me? How can they make that the QTE button? God damn it, I'm all the way back here. Well, apparently the outpost respawns, so I'll get even more stuff.
Arrête de gueuler, Landry. Fais ta patrouille, on en reparle.
You just unlocked new possibilities.
That was easy. enable psychic detection while I'm in middle assassination. Good thing there was no anti-detection thing there, otherwise I would have just gotten screwed out of it. Yeah, thanks, I'm being attacked right now.
Halte! Arrête de courir! Bandit s'échapper!
If you shoot an animal, then you can't really skin them. It comes out as a damaged item. I don't want to get pounced again by that. No, I don't think the animals interact with them that much. Sorry to say. Activity. Oh, whatever it is, I can't do it right now. Bad dogs. Do need to hunt some foxes though. Before we go on to deal with that fort. Go deal with this mission and we'll call it. And I guess I'll have to rebind my things too if I want to not die during QTEs. Oh, one other thing about the what made plantations kind of a pointless thing to do after a while in Black Flag is they were on cooldown, so after you raided one you had to come back like a certain real amount of hours later. It was just in a certain real amount of hours later, I could salvage 20 ships, pretty much. So, it wasn't really as much of an injection as it could have been. Money, and we can upgrade from here. Now we've got a mortar. Let's see. Could get another one too. What do I have? Oh, I don't have much metal. Should get more hull too. This needs metal too. 4? Nah, I don't need that right now. I gotta get that. This one has a charge ability. Yeah, I'd need that. Look at that. We'll go with more mortar damage. Metals, you need all the metal for everything. It's kind of a pain. I don't really care about storage though. None of this matters. But I'll buy more mortar storage because mortar's good. Alright, that's good. Gonna get it all anyway. Let's go capture that fort.
Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
Captain Hesek!
Get the maids
Your
free!
ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French would surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. We will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in like a wounded bear.
Trying to figure out what the button was to use those.
Fire!
Ah, cute. That's it.
There's
Yeah, that's what that's what we need.
a target chain. Knock her down like a game of 9-pins.
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the colonel says.
Fire!
Enemy sail!
Ease off the wind! Fire!
Heat!
Fire! Start the sail! Get off the squall! Fire!
Loose topsails, gallant and
Fire!
Cannon ready!
Fire!
Falling!
Fire! Fire! Brace yourselves!
They have been monsters weak in one head!
Fire!
Catch it! Put a shot through her
There's the
there!
gallants and royals! Loose mainsail! Crowd on every inch of sail! Fire! Fire!
Ready to fire, Captain!
You can't rename the ship.
Loose a trip too! Reef it on
Oh,
tops!
this wind. Every time you assault a fort, like the game just unloads like obscene amounts of weather effects to make it harder. It gets in the way. In Black Flag, like you'd be dealing with thunderstorms, tsunamis, and like hurricanes while you're trying to take on ships in a fort.
drop anchor.
Arrête, attends-moi! Cercueil est prêt?
Oh, I got my knife back. I was trying to get. That's what I was doing. I was trying to get my knife back, and I got it.
Il nous que je peux l'atteindre. Je le vois, je peux tirer. Retirez le piège, les gars. Descends tout de suite. Bouge plus d'un pouce.
Plus vite! Il ne faut pas le perdre! Je l'ai en visée!
Je l'ai en joue.
Je le vois, je peux tirer!
Andy cherche à filer. Je peux le tuer.
Une question à te poser!
Le vois. Plus vite. Il faut pas le perdre.
Je l'ai en visée!
Je l'ai en joue.
Je le vois, je peux tirer!
Allez, ne voulez pas que distance.
Oh.
Je crois que je peux l'atteindre.
Shit. Can't feel that big guy too.
Andy cherche à filer. Je peux la battre d'ici. Plus vite. On perd du terrain. Ce serait trouver une cachette.
Le chasseur.
Shay, it has been so long. Were you on a special mission?
Yes. From Achilles.
How interesting. So am I.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
You would assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We can both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
I see him again. We were on the right track. Get him! Don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away! Find him again! Your life is almost over, you rabid dog!
You are always good at your business, Shay.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
Then may your final delivery be swift.
You notice how it didn't tell me to kill him without taking any damage while I was in the middle of the fight? Could have just failed at the last second and not know why. I was just like, wait, where'd this objective come from? That's what they do to you in these games. Man, everything's so cramped around here. Supply camp. I see.
Le Chasseur was right. I had no other choice. If the assassins find out I'm alive, they'll come after me.
Well, that's a good place to stop. I got some things to do. Oh, wait a second. Let's exit memory. Need to go open up a shop menu.
I don't know when our next engagement will be. What service can I provide?
I would never sell this stuff, ever. worthless it all is, too. Sell this, though. Yeah, that's fine. But I don't need money, so I'm not really interested. This metal I need, it's crazy. I needed to do something.
Another
Oh.
time. What do you be needing today, then? Later,
Why does
then.
that? Why is that an exit key?
What's on your mind, Captain?
Well,
Another
okay,
time.
that's either way. That's I don't need to do anything else. Takes- We'll play more some other time. This game's really short, so don't worry about it. We'll get done with this eventually. Thanks for watching.